Chapter 1. BookWorms. In Veyrun, survival created stronger friendships than comfort ever could. That's why Oriya, Desiree, Dainshire, and Trevon stayed close for so many years. They grew up together, shared food when money got tight, protected each other during fights, stayed on late-night phone calls during breakdowns, celebrated birthdays together, and mourned losses together. Their friendship felt like family. They were a family. Everybody in the neighborhood knew if you saw one of them. The others probably weren't far behind, and somehow, despite everything life threw at them, they still found time for the most random traditions. Like a book club. That Friday night, they weren't at a library. They were on Desiree's balcony because she insisted that books hit different with fresh air. Music played from someone's speaker inside the apartment, while the city lights of Veyrun flickered below them like a heartbeat. Desiree lay across two plastic chairs dramatically. "If I ever become rich, I'm leaving all y'all behind." Oriya didn't even look up from her sketchbook as she said, "You say that every week." Desiree pointed at her like she just proved a point. "And every week I mean it." "No, you don't." Dainshire smiled while flipping through the book on her lap. Trevon sat on the edge of the balcony railing, watching all of them with that quiet expression that always made it impossible to tell what he was thinking. He didn't interrupt often, but when he did, it landed. Oriya glanced at him. "You quiet tonight?" Trevon shrugged. "I'm observing bad takes." Desiree gasped. "Oh, excuse me?" Oriya immediately leaned back like she was watching TV. "Here we go," Desiree said up. "This man came outside just to judge us." Trevon nodded. "Correct." Dainshire sighed softly. "Can we start the book discussion before this turn into something else?" Desiree immediately clapped. "Yes. Don Caselli." Oriya flipped her book open. "Okay, I'm just saying. Don Caselli. It not bad, but I expected way more." Desiree pointed at her. "Thank you. That's what I've been saying." Dainshire nodded slowly. "He questionable, but he's somewhat consistent in a way. I'm going to have to read it some more to understand the structure." Desiree leaned back proudly. "Exactly. We appreciate layered men in this household." Then Trevon spoke. "I don't get it." Silence. Desiree slowly turned her head. "Don't get what?" "The hype," Trevon said, while holding in his laugh. Oriya blinked. "It a book club." Trevon nodded. "And y'all romanticizing about emotional instable guys." Desiree gasped loudly. "Emotional instable? That called plot. That called entertainment." Dainshire frowned. "He's not wrong though." Desiree turned on her immediately. "Whose side are you on?" Dainshire shrugged. He made sense a little. Trevon leaned back slightly. "So, I'm alone in this." Oriya smirked. "You're not alone, you just outvoted." Trevon looked at her. "That sounds like ignorance." Oriya laughed. "Oh my God." He in debate mode again. Desiree pointed at him aggressively. "You came here with violence in your heart. I came here with honesty." Trevon. "You came here to ruin vibes." Desiree. "I came here to improve them." Trevon Dainshire sighed. "Why does everything he say sound like an argument even when he is calm?" Trevon tilted his head slightly. "Because you take everything personally." Dainshire paused. "I don't. You just got quieter." Trevon. "I didn't." Dainshire Oriya leaned over to Desiree immediately, whispering loud enough to be heard. "Oh no." He activated her. Desiree whispered back. "Yea, he is poking her brain on purpose." Oriya smiled. "This is entertainment." Dainshire crossed her arms. "You all are enjoying this too much." Desiree pointed at her book. "Because this is better than the actual book." Oriya laughed. "We are the book right now." Trevon looked at Dainshire again. "You are defending him a lot." Dainshire blinked. "What?" "Don Caselli." Trevon. "I'm not defending him." Dainshire. "You are." Trevon. "I'm explaining him." Dainshire. "That defending." Trevon Desiree immediately leaned toward Oriya. "Oh?" Oriya whispered. "Yeah, he's doing that thing." Dainshire frowned. Why are you looking at me like that? Trevon's voice stayed calm. Like what? Like you trying to prove something. Danger. I am. Trevon silence. Even Disarray paused, chewing for a second. Aurea slowly leaned back like she was witnessing a live performance. Danisha crossed her arms tighter. You are annoying. Trevon nodded. You said that before. I'll say it again. Dansha. I know. Trevon. That exchange lingered longer than it should have. Disarray leaned toward Aurea. Oh, he likes her. Aurea nodded. Yeah, aggressively. Dansha looked away slightly. You always act like you know everything. Trevon leaned forward just a bit. I don't. I just notice things you don't say out loud. That hit different. Aurea stopped smiling for half a second. Desiree went quiet too. Dansha stared at him. That doesn't mean anything. Trevon's voice softened slightly. It does. Silence again. Aurea whispered. Okay, this is not about the book anymore. Desiree whispered back. Nope, this is personal now. Danesha stood up. I'm done. Trevon looked up at her. You'll come back. She paused at the door. No, I won't. Desiree immediately whispered. She's lying. Aurea nodded. She already halfway back. Dansha walked inside anyway, but her voice came back from the doorway. You are still annoying. Trevon replied instantly. You still stayed talking. Trevon disagreed on purpose. Dansha defended the book. Desiree and Aurea treated it like entertainment. By the end, Dansha stood up. I'm done. That was it. She left faster. Desiree immediately threw her hands up. Oh, this is a series. Aurea laughed. We are not helping this situation. Desiree grinned. I am absolutely helping. Aurea looked at him. You did that on purpose. Trevon shrugged slightly. Maybe. Desiree pointed. You like her? He didn't answer. Then he stood up. Desiree immediately noticed. Where are you going? Trevon grabbed his hoodie. To fix that. Aurea leaned toward Desiree. He's going after her. Few minutes passed by. Aurea finally looked toward the street below because standing under a flickering streetlight light was Triss, watching, smiling just slightly.